Good morning, guys. So, I want to tell you guys a story while I try to draw a Mother's Day card. Um, I'm not big on being on the camera, to be honest. So, this video I'm gonna, record like this. But anyway, I figured we all like stories, and there's something that I want to get across to the world in my own way, and I love short stories, so I'm gonna do it. So there was this girl named Lily, and there was this boy, Oliver. And Lily had no specific name. Like, everybody called her Lily, but that was just because every single morning when she'd come to the village, she'd always bring lilies. So, one day, a boy decided to ask her, "What is your real name?" She said, "To be honest, I don't know. I never had a mother nor a father to give me a name." And the little boy said, "Well, my name's Oliver. Nice to meet you." She said, "Great to meet you, Oliver." They started playing in the playground day after day. It became a joy for him to see her and for her to see him. As they grew older, every month he'd ask her, "What's your name?" But she could never ever give him one. "They just call me Lily," she'd always say. "But what is your name?" One day, the girl decided to go to the boy's mother. "Auntie Deb," she said, "what is my name?" But Auntie Deb just looked at her. "What do you mean, child? Your name is Lily." But she said, "No, that's just the name that everybody calls me. But that's not my name." And Auntie Deb looked her dead in the eye and said, "Your name is whatever you call yourself." So, the moral of the story is, the world gives us labels, but it's us to decide whether we want to claim those labels as ours or define another name for ourselves. Like, Lily was defined by her kind gesture every morning to bring lilies, right? And Oliver was inclined to asking basically what her label was in the world. And like Lily, a lot of us are searching for our label. We're searching for who we are. We're searching for what other people define us by, like doctor or, nurse, and all these labels around us that we think are what define us. But at the end of the day, it's really just up to you. Who do you want people to see you as? Who do you want people to call you? And I wanted to bring this up because I was talking to somebody the other day, and he said, "Take away my name, take away my badge, who am I?" Well, I say, "Well, you're Jeff. You're my friend." He said, "But if you didn't know my name, if you didn't know my rank in society, and if I didn't have a profession, who am I?" And well, I don't know. I said, "Well, I guess at the end of the day, you're just you." And he was like, "Exactly. So at the end of the day, who are you? Look in the mirror and ask yourself, who are you?" Let's not focus today on what somebody else has called us or what somebody else has seen us as or what somebody else portrays us to be. But let's focus on who do we think we are today. Let's focus on who do we believe we can become. Because it's really crucial and it's really important to remember, guys, that we can be anything we set our minds to be. We can do anything, we can achieve anything, as long as we believe in ourselves. That's the biggest thing, guys. And these days, like me included, but we're always searching for validation. But guys, people's opinion changes faster than clothes brands. So how can we rely on people who can't even rely on themselves to get themselves answers? Because the same people that we're searching for answers of who we are the same people searching in other people for who they are. So when we go through each day, we shouldn't be focused on how does they see me? How do they read my actions? What do they see? We should be living on how do we see ourselves? What do we want? What do we want to be? What do we want to do? What's stopping you? You, yourself is stopping you. You know? Like, there's no limitations past the sky. I mean, we have freaking airplanes that go past the sky. They go into clouds. We have created rocket ships that go to the universe, that have landed on the moon, bruh. Like, we have a person that landed on the moon. We should be more proud of ourselves. This is America we founded, bro. Like, people forget where we came from, yo. We founded America from a melting pot of people that came with one mission, and that was finding a home, finding freedom. But now what have we become? A marketplace? Inflation raising like crazy where you can't even live here? We're all focused on who has the biggest company? Like, come on, y'all. We survived America because we helped each other. So why now are we so focused on everybody else that we forget we're a part of America too? We are the people. We are the voice. We are the freedom. Yo, there ain't no freedom without the people there to make it free. A land can't be free without the people there making it free. So America's not free no more. But the Constitution of Rights states America's supposed to be free for everybody, man, woman, child. So why now are we having to slave 9 to 5 every day, where we ain't got time for our families, we ain't got time for friends, we ain't got time for nobody, right? And we slaving away, but yet we still can't survive in our country that we built ourselves. Like, what is that, y'all? We built this country. So why is it more expensive for us to live here? I'm just saying, I'm just putting it out there, y'all. We are the voice. If we want something to be done and said and changed, we gotta be the ones to bring it out there. If you want to see the world change and become different, you gotta be the change you want to see first. You gotta show people the difference that can be made. Because some people are just blind. You gotta stupefy stuff for people sometimes, you know? You gotta show them what you're saying. Because actions speak much louder than words, man. And I know that from experience. Like, my mom used to always ask me, do you love me? And like, I'm adopted. So growing up with my family was kind of hard, because being adopted at a young age, but also remembering a lot of the things that happened to you in your past, it's hard. It's hard to go forward. It's hard to keep going. It's hard to build yourself up every day. It's hard to just get out of bed each day. But my mom asked me, do you love me? Every day. And I'd say yes. But I'd throw tantrums. I'd steal from her. I'd run away. That didn't show that I loved my family. But when I was a child, I was doing what I thought was best for myself. You know, because I was focused on what all the kids at school was calling me, saying. They was being like, oh, you don't even look like your family, and woo-woo, whatever, you know? But it don't matter what they say. It doesn't matter. It just matters if you're happy where you are. If you're happy with the person that you're with. You feel me? That's all that matters in life. You feel me? And like, I don't know, I tell people all the time, just be you, bro. Just be you. Like, females ask me, oh, how how you been with your man so long? I'm trying to find a man, but I can't keep a man for that long. Because all men are bad. Woo-woo-woo. But let me tell y'all a secret, ladies. And men, too. Let me tell y'all a secret. How I get through life. My life is not perfect. I have, 4 friends. I can count them all on my hand. I ain't got a job that's great. I don't go out every night. I don't do whatever people be doing, but I be staying home playing video games, watching Netflix, and chilling by myself and with my man, and I'm happy. I'm fine. But the secret is I'm being myself. That's the secret. Is that no matter where I go, no matter what I'm doing, I'm being myself. I'm being my original me. And I'm happy. So it doesn't matter if I don't have money. It don't matter if I can't go out tomorrow. And it don't matter if everybody in the world don't like me. Because I like me. I have come to the realization that I am freaking awesome just the way I am. Because there ain't nobody like me. And if there ain't nobody like me, why would I try to be somebody other than me? When I'm already the original. When I'm already unique. Why would I try to be something that's already there? Of a second version of something that's already in the world. When I can just be myself. The first and original and only version. Yeah. That's how I see life, y'all. That's how I see life. I just see what can be done, and I do it within myself because I know that at the end of the day, the best revenge is building yourself up so high, building yourself up so high that they regret ever talking bad about you. That you become so great that they have to shut up because they ain't got nothing to say against you. That's the best revenge. That's the best success and victory, in my opinion. And also, I think we got success a little bit wrong, y'all. Because everybody always saying success is the destination after the journey. But I don't believe that. I fully believe the journey is the success and the destination is the reward. Because every single day we wake up. We get out of bed. We start our day. That right there is a challenge that we succeeded. Alright? We go to work. That right there is a challenge we succeeded. We tell our friends that we can't hang out because we got homework. That is a success. That's a challenge we just succeeded. Every day is made up of tiny challenges throughout the day that you are succeeding in. So every day is a success. I don't care how many times you faked or not faked. I don't care how many times you messed up in the day. I don't care how many mistakes you made. At the end of the day, if you learned a lesson, you succeeded. As at the end of the day, if you go back tomorrow trying a new way, you succeeded. Nobody makes it in life overnight. Nobody makes it in life with one app or one step or one picture. No, it takes days, it takes months, it takes years of hard work and dedication and persistency and motivation and discipline. And you know who teaches you that? You. You know who tells yourself to be disciplined every day? It can't be your mother. It can't be your father. It's you. They can tell you, they can lead you to the water as much as they want, but they cannot force you to drink. If at the end of the day you don't want something, it won't happen. So you gotta want it so bad that it feels like you can't breathe. You gotta want it so bad that it feels like you're drowning without it. And then you gotta go get it with everything in you. And I like to look at life like a race. And some people ask me, how does that even correspond? But check this. When you're in a race, right? You got the start. You're waiting to push off. You're waiting for that signal to run. And then boom! Life starts. You're out of the womb. Life hits. Alright? Everything's easy at the beginning. You got the support. You can hear your parents in the background being like, yeah, you got this. Go, girl. Woo, join that soccer team. You got the gymnastics. Go to school. Woo-woo. Life is kind of easy. You're a child. Things aren't necessarily that hard yet. It's a little hard. It's a little rocky because it's still a race. But it's not hard yet. And then you get to the middle of the race. Now that's when people start getting tired. Woo, we need water breaks. In my opinion, that's when we hitting like 25. We're getting up there, you feel me? Because to me, 22, 21, that's still kind of young. Most people still got their families. If you don't, that's a different story. But, yeah, I fully believe, though, that 20 is pretty young still. Most people still got, like, their families and stuff. So I don't even believe you're an adult at that age. But, middle of the race, you getting there. Whew. We take a water break. Once we start hitting the last bend of life, though, man, things getting hard. You want to quit. You cannot see the finish line. You don't know what's in the next bend. It could be a hill for all you know, again, that you gotta run up. But that last bend, where you can't see the finish line, that's the success. That's the reward of the success right there. That's the last thing you gotta finish, and then boom, you get that promotion. Boom. Your family starts doing better. Boom. Your kid graduates. Boom. They start getting A's. Boom. Things start happening. Because you were persistent. You kept going. You told yourself, it's okay. I can make it. I just gotta run a little harder. Just a little harder. And then I'm there. And then I'm there. And then you can rest, you can relax, you can get the trophy, you can put it on the wall, you can brag, you can tell people because you accomplished it. You did it. You didn't give up and quit where everybody else does. You told yourself, I'm gonna do it. It wasn't the background voices that told you, I'm gonna do it. It was you who said, I'm gonna do it. There's this video of this guy. I really love watching this video. It's a motivational video, actually. You guys should check it out. If only I could remember the name, though. I'm really bad with names. Just good with faces. But, the moral of the video is, the guy starts out his race that he's been training for his whole life. But as soon as the gun goes off and he starts running, he rips his hamstring, tears it up. Bad. He's crying, he's falling on the ground. Security's about to pull him off the track because you don't think he's gonna run. You feel me? And then all of a sudden he gets up, hopping on one leg, and he keep hopping. They said, hey, stop. It's fine, get off the track, We'll heal you up, get you on there next time. He said, no! I done trained this whole life for this. And he kept hopping. And then there was a man who ran out of the crowd out of nowhere. And security was trying to pull him back, being like, you can't go on the track. But he was like, that's my son. Let me get up there. So he ran onto that track and he grabbed his son's arm and he helped him hop. He said, son, you don't got to do this. He said, but Dad, I do. He said, but Dad, I trained my whole life for this. Who am I if not finishing this race? What can I tell people if I don't do this? And he did. He hopped all the way to the finish line. But before he got to the finish line, his dad let him go. He said, you got this, son. He said, I'm going to let you do this on your own. Because this is your victory. This is your reward for your success. For your hard work. For your determination. And that boy hopped over the finish line. And maybe he didn't win the race that day, but he sure as hell did win. because everybody recognized him that day for his accomplishment, that he did not quit when others would have. He didn't give up when others would have. He didn't use the excuse that, oh, I broke my leg, or I tore my hamstring, or, oh, I'm wheelchair bound. Nah, don't make excuses, y'all. Come on, get going, keep moving, keep pushing, just be you. That's all I have to say today for y'all. Just keep being you. My card isn't even done yet, but I'll post a picture when it is done on my Instagram, where you can see a lot of my other pictures too. It takes me a while to finish cards, decorating and stuff. But yeah, I hope you guys liked the story. Think about the words. Like and subscribe if you did enjoy this video. And yeah, I'll be back with more stories, pictures. Y'all know it. I just like having fun. That's what we should be doing. We only got one life, you guys. Only one. Live it to the best. Peace.